The pandemic had numerous effects on our media consumption, especially in the film and video industry. I am Delaney Moon.
And I'm Kevin Daniel. And you're watching this week's edition of
Across Campus.
No, you don't have to keep it under lock and key, 'cause I will never let you down. And if you can't escape all your uncertainty, baby, I can show you how. Let my loving lay your heart on me. If you're hurting, lay it all on me. Yeah, you can lay it all on me. Lay it all on me. You can lay it all on me. If you're hurting, you can lay it all on me.
2021 saw the return of the American cinema after the takeover of streaming services during the peak of the pandemic.
Across Campus's Valeria Lopez and Sofia Meyers dive into the comeback story of the movie-going experience.
A lot of things have changed these past couple of years, and our movie-going experience has been no different.
2020 brought the era of streaming services being everyone's go-to to get the latest blockbusters.
As theaters start to open up again, we can't help but wonder what has changed and how the pandemic has affected the success of box office hits.
So turn off your cell phone,
Grab a snack,
sit back,
and enjoy the show.
Some of the most popular movies that have recently hit theaters include Disney's Encanto, where we do talk about Bruno, Steven Spielberg's remake of the classic musical West Side Story, a musical twist on the classic story of Romeo and Juliet, Sing 2, a movie that is out of this world, and who could forget Spider-Man No Way Home, bringing people from all over the multiverse into theaters. Some of the most anticipated upcoming movies include Fantastic Beasts 3, Secrets of Dumbledore, Jurassic Park, Death on the Nile, Doctor Strange 2, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Knives Out 2, and many, many more. So make sure to get your tickets ready.
I haven't been to a theater probably since before COVID. I've just been watching movies at home since then. My favorite movie that I've seen recently has definitely been Encanto. A lot of the times in a good movie, I really try to focus on the soundtrack because then I listen to it on my own if it's really good.
Definitely the actors that are in the movie. Like, I can't name a bad Will Ferrell or Seth Rogen movie. Like, it's definitely the actors.
Movies that have really good plots. So it's got to be. I mean, the basic building block of anything is a good character and good plots. I've gone to see with like my own children. We've gone to see some of the Marvel films and things like that.
In March of 2020, the world was turned on its head by the COVID-19 pandemic. People worldwide were in a panic, businesses were shutting down, and we had no idea what was in store. According to CNBC, box office ticket sales dropped 80%. This was the lowest it had been in nearly 40 years. In 2021, we saw the release of the COVID vaccine, bringing with it a sense of security that things were changing for the better. Movies saw an increase in sales from $2.28 billion to $4.5 billion. And with the added safety procedures such as social distancing and constant sanitizing of theaters, people were confident that we were safe to go back to our favorite place.
It has to have like action in it. It has to be funny. I don't like movies that are sad.
Viewer of film. I do look at who's writing it. I do look at who's acting in it, and you know, I don't get into like super weird stuff or stuff that, you know, it's R-rated because there's a lot of content that I don't care to look at. It's just mostly, and a good story doesn't have to get into that kind of stuff, in my opinion. Do your work, and that's where the hard work of an actor is. He or she works an awful long time on being good, and then you're called upon to be good, and if you blow it, it's huge. It's like you only get one time, and maybe not another time that you can do it. So you don't want to get into that situation.
The pandemic has changed many things, but one thing that remains is our love for movies.
Between the blockbusters that are already out and the ones to come in the near future, There's much to look forward to.
From the Across Campus team,
Welcome back to theaters. This has been Valeria Lopez
and Sofia Meyers
reporting for Across Campus.
We're glad to see movie theaters open and look forward to upcoming releases. Thank you, Val and Sophia.
I'm sure most of you spend countless hours on either TikTok or YouTube. But how do these two media giants compare?
YouTube, for years, has been the king of sharing content. But in recent years, a new app has come up to challenge it, namely TikTok.
Having already surpassed YouTube in terms of average watch time, some think that this app is better than YouTube. Others still hold that YouTube is superior.
The case for TikTok. Part of the reason for TikTok's rapid growth is its merging with Musical.ly and its similarities to Vine, both of which were very popular and still well liked by many. However, its main advantage is how easy it is to use. Almost anyone can make a TikTok and your content. Also, since the app doesn't rely on ad revenue, they are not at the mercy of other companies.
I think TikTok's a lot more funny, and I can scroll through it all night and not stop laughing.
TikTok over YouTube, I think, because I don't really know. I don't have a good answer. I just feel like I get lost on TikTok. I can probably scroll for hours if I let myself, versus YouTube, I probably couldn't stay on it that long. Maybe because they're so short and like you can just you get something new every 15 seconds.
The case for YouTube. YouTube has been allowing people to share content for years, with videos longer than anything allowed by TikTok. On YouTube, you are able to make an hour-long video going deep into a topic. On TikTok, you're stuck for 3 minutes per video. Also, when making a YouTube video may be more complicated than making a TikTok, it also pays better, with YouTubers getting money from ad revenue instead of having to rely on sponsors.
I prefer YouTube for its depth. TikTok does provide knowledge. I get a few recipes off of TikTok sometimes that are pretty nice, but when you want something more in-depth, YouTube is the much better option.
YouTube and TikTok. I probably spend more time on YouTube. I believe YouTube has more educational videos possibly to watch, but part of the reason I'm probably on YouTube more is because I don't really understand TikTok and how to use it or how to make a TikTok. So I guess I would pick YouTube, but when I get on TikTok, go down a rabbit hole and I just keep scrolling and laughing at all the dog videos. But I would say YouTube.
These two apps are both unique in their own way, with their disadvantages and advantages.
However, we want to know, with everything we have told you, which of these two apps, YouTube and TikTok, do you think is better? This has been Mac McCoy.
And Jaden Pippins,
reporting for
Across Campus.
So the room is split.
I prefer YouTube.
Really? I find TikTok more addicting.
We'll settle this later.
For now, I am Delaney Moon.
And I am Kevin Daniel.
Where the news is
right where you are,
Across Campus.